Hello, welcome back to my channel. My apologies for being a bit late. I was fetching a drink. Um, hello, big up to him. Big up to him. We will start off with Livramento news because nobody is in here yet, and we'll get to the GREALISH news when we get there in it. And also, this is such dead news. Like, it's even dishonest for me to call this news, really. I don't know why my microphone is so silent, but I hope it's loud enough. I mean, I can turn up the volume, but I probably shouldn't. If I turn it up too much, you'll get, your ears will get destroyed. I'll just try to talk loudly. But yeah, my microphone does not work properly anymore ever since this Windows update. And another thing, Windows. Actually, I just realized. While I'm live here, sorry, I just realized. Maybe I can change my in my device setting. Device. There you go. I just realized something. I think it's maybe Windows who's fucking up my microphone. Microphone access. Yes. Right. Then audio. Yes. Advanced. Dude. Now it's louder, isn't it? 1 second. Let me turn it up more. How does this sound? I think it sounds better now. I'm not. Yeah. 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 So bottom line, I'm a fucking retard. That's the bottom line, basically. I just had to turn up the volume. Yeah, wow. Wow, Anyhow, that should sound a lot better now. Hit the like, subscribe, yes sir. Chelsea in a final, utterly embarrassing for City. Yeah, we could have easily been in that final if we just beat Al Hilal. And to beat Al Hilal, if we played Nico Gonzalez, we probably beat them. If we start Nico Gonzalez, bringing him off the bench may not be enough, but you start him, now you'll have a whole game where you play well. We still have time to get a new manager before the season starts. Well, that's massive copium, isn't it? And there you go, Talby is officially at Sunderland. It's moving like mad right now. Before I get to Man City news, yeah? Sunderland is not getting relegated if they get their next deal off. They're looking for a striker right now. He's being linked with a few bigger clubs, not big clubs. If they get him, they are surviving the Premier League. Lineup are out for the England. I don't care about the. I really don't. I don't know any of the players. What do the lineups mean? Anyhow, this guy has given us the most useless of transfer updates on Man City. Let's talk about it. Man City will sign Tino Livramento on Reddit. Man City will Livramento this summer. No. Okay, fair. Let's see his reasons. Man City's interest is genuine and it remains. We know this already. Okay. My sources in Manchester say they'd go to at least £65 million for the defender. So we're going at least to that much. The word from Newcastle? This is wrong. This is wrong. I've seen reports saying that he has a release clause of £80 million. Unless I am wrong, unless those reports, should I say, are wrong, it doesn't not matter what will be enough for Newcastle. The only thing that matters is if the reports are true that he has an £80 million release clause. So what waffle is this? This is waffle, isn't it? Why are you talking about 100 million extra? Now, I don't think we will get Livramento. I don't think we will trigger the release clause. I think win the Club World Cup, you've basically got 90 million pounds. That's the entire Livramento deal free and money to spare. But we didn't win the Club World Cup, so I don't think we'll get him. But this is waffle. This is utter waffle. Newcastle are potentially entertaining deals, according to other sources, which I believe are more, what's the word? I believe are more, what's the word? More trustworthy. There you go. Word slipped out of my mind. Other sources that I think are more trustworthy are reporting 75 to 80 million pounds. So unless this guy, who I don't know, and he could be right, is right, and all those other sources are wrong, this is just not true. With that said, not that interesting. I don't think we'll get new Livramento. It's done. It's dusted. We should have won the Club World Cup if we wanted him. Let's get on to more exciting news. The main news of this stream. Clubs in Saudi Arabia are interested in making Man City's Jack Grealish one of the world's best paid players. I mean, he's already one of the best paid players in the world. If we quickly look at his salary, he's getting 15.6 million, just like that, not including bonuses. This guy is doped up. Contract expires, by the way, soon. So we need this guy to be sold. We need this guy to be sold quickly. Because otherwise we lose him on a free after paying him dozens of millions in wages, which is quite ridiculous. People are asking, yeah, where can Grealish go because of wages this, wages that? If these Saudi clubs come in for 10 million, 15 million, that may be below what Man City would like to ask for, but listen. You are saving 15.6 million pounds in wages. Or sorry, dollars. So how many pounds is that? $15.6 in pounds. You're saving 12 million pounds in wages. 12 million pounds in wages, yeah? By selling this. So maybe the club is like, yeah, we want 30 million for this guy. And then the club that is trying to buy is saying, nah, we'll do 20 million max. Take the 20 million. Because think of it this way, yeah? So you are haggling for 10 million, and if you lose 20 million in a transfer fee, and you lose 12 million in wages you have to pay to Jack. So there's no point in haggling over like a margin of 10 million each, which is a big margin, yeah? But we are in a bad situation. Every club knows we are in a bad situation. Look at Barcelona after they sold Neymar. Nobody wanted to buy or sell, to Barcelona for a low fee. Why? Everybody knew Barca is in a bad situation. We are in the same situation. Nobody is paying big fees for our players. You are seeing it with James McAtee, who is being entertained for 20 to 25 million pounds. This is a player who otherwise would be entertained for 30, maybe even 40, if I'm getting excited here, million pounds. Nobody wants to spend big on Man City players. They know. If we force you guys to keep these players, you're gonna be shit next season. It's us that needs to sell, not other clubs that need to buy. If Saudi Arabia, yeah, is interested in getting this player, is interested in coming in, buying him, that is going to improve that's going to improve our situation immediately. When we make a squad, not like this, but a squad with younger players who are on better wage deals, which is balanced, not over bloated. I mean, this is a, let me see right now, 32-man squad. If we have a 32-man squad, you need to have at most 25 players in a squad. You can only register 25 players to a Premier League squad. So people already know, by default, Man City has to get rid of 7 players. 7 players we have to get rid of anyhow. Either by loans or by sales. So okay, Nippon, probably going out on loan. Vitor Hayes, let's say Vitor Hayes and Echeverri go out on loan. Not saying I want that to happen, but it may happen. You still have to get rid of 4 players. 4 players. If that's Gundogan, Kovacic, Grealish, and Stones. Let's say Grealish, Gundogan, Kovacic, Stones. Nobody needs to buy these players, but we need to sell them. So people won't pay big wages. We are in the weak position to negotiate. So I don't want you to be stuck. I will probably loan out Phillips too, because you can't sell him. We can't be stuck here. We can't be stuck with these players until their contract expires and they leave on a free. They won't pay up. Grealish's contract expires next season, at the end of next season. So if these Saudi clubs here really want to make him a top earner, they can wait. They can wait. And then we lose 11.5 million pounds on wages that we pay on this guy. And we lose potentially 10, 20 million, whatever the fuck amount it is, pounds that we could potentially make on his transfer. So why do I say all of this? It's because the club likes to haggle. The club likes to haggle for these deals, which I don't think we should. We should not be haggling for. Any offer comes in, sell this guy. This guy has to go. He just has to go. Not there anymore in quality. Not there anymore in... I mean, he's financially not justified for us. He has to go. But you know why the club will haggle? It's because of how FFP and PSR work. And I'll explain... I guess I'll explain the club stance, what I think the club stance will be. And I'll explain why it's wrong, in my opinion. My opinion. Don't kill me. So the club is probably thinking along the lines of, if we sell Jack Grealish for, let's say, 20 million, we still have a booked value of Jack Grealish at about 30 million. Look up how amortization works. If you don't know, just look it up. I can't explain it that well. It will be easier to look it up, I promise. So, we still have a booked value of around 30 million pounds on Jack Grealish. If you sell Jack Grealish for 20 million, let's say it's 35 million, the remaining value on Grealish. Now you've got 50 million pounds in a loss on PSR. So, that's the problem, yeah? The club will not want to sell and get this loss. Because if a player leaves on a free, financially it is worse for the club. But PSR is dog shit, yeah? Because when a player leaves, you know what happens? That is when their contract expires. That is £0 as a loss on PSR. Know why? Because of how amortization works. The fee for Jack Grealish is most players really, is amortized over the period of his initial contract. Not any extensions, but his initial contract. Which is still the same contract he's on now. He hasn't had any extensions. So, what the PSR rules look at, this is how accounting works. You look at investments, right? They look at, okay, each year you're gonna pay a part of this fee. So the first year you pay, let's say 15 million. Second year you pay 20 million. The third year you pay 20 million. And you go all the way down. And now, right now, you've got 35 million left to pay. Just a random number there. Let's say 35 million left to pay. What they look at is how much do you have left to pay when you sell. And then they look at how much did you sell for. Let's say you sold for 20 million. Okay, but you still have 35 million to pay off. So you reduce those, that's 20 million, that 35 million, and you've got a 15 million loss. Whereas if you wait a year, you still have to pay it off. Still have to pay the same fee off, yeah? But once it's paid off, now next year you have £0 left to pay off on this fee. So, okay, you don't get a transfer for 20 million. You've wasted 11.5 million pounds on him in wages, but as an investment, you've lost £0, even though he leaves on a free. If that does not make sense, boom, you understand PSR rules. They do not make sense. If you ever wondered, why do these PSR rules get criticized so heavily, that is why. But the club is very strong PSR-wise. How do you get so strong in a PSR stand? How do you make your PSR situation so strong? I mean, it's simple, right? It's simple. You haggle for every deal. You make sure that every time you don't allow small things to come off your PSR, because it's the small things that matter. So you are a perfectionist. You make sure that nowhere you take a PSR loss. Even if it's a loss on your books, you make sure you don't take any PSR losses. Which leads me to the conclusion. The club will probably try to haggle for a better price. Now, Saudi clubs, they pay big wages, but they don't pay big transfer fees. So that's my concern. My concern is we won't get a big transfer fee, and they won't pay, and Man City won't sell, and Man City will hope that a different Premier League club will come in buy the player. That is my fear. Which that still may happen, but we probably shouldn't gamble on that. And my reasoning is, our PSR situation is strong enough. Now take one hit on Jack Grealish and get him out. If you build up such a strong PSR situation, surely you can justify one hit somewhere, like once every few years. That would be Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish would be that one hit. We can talk about Calvin Phillips separately. He's probably a big hit on our PSR situation. But you can probably take that hit with Jack Grealish going to Saudi for 15 to 20 million. So in my opinion, regardless of what the offer is, sell him. If an offer comes in for 50 million, sell him. And by the way, this is a different deal to the Kyle Walker deal, because on PSR we made 5 million profit on Kyle Walker PSR wise, because Kyle Walker, his initial transfer fee was completely paid off already. So any penny we got for Kyle Walker was profit on PSR. It was pure profit PSR wise, because again his deal is already completely finished. I think it's been finished for 3 years as well. So PSR wise, that is pure profit. Whereas Jack Grealish, not the same. Lyon are staying in League 1. Oh, sorry. Let me get the sidetracked here quickly. I need to see about this. Lyon. Yes, tomorrow. Oh, dude. We're gonna get very sidetracked here. Lyon! There you go! I rate this. I rate this, bro. This is good. Fuck the PSR rules, yeah? Fuck the PSR rules. From one oil club, from one corrupt cheating club to another. Big up to Olympique Lyon. I rate that. Big up to Lyon. Let's see. They're already gonna struggle after they lost one of their best players for peanuts on the back of a relegation. Yeah. Odds that may never die. Hey, big up to Sean Dice. I didn't know he wasn't what are they called? Ironborn, is that what they're called? They should all be thankful to Man City and PSG for paying the money for Doué and Cherki, who saved their ass. Hey bro. All I'm saying here is, All clubs unite. PSG and City gotta come together. Gotta come together and help a club like Lyon. Because fuck these PSR rules. Every time a PSR rule fails, is a good time for Man City. Fuck these PSR rules. Anyhow. Madueke to Arsenal confirmed. Madueke. Sorry, I'm getting completely sidetracked here. I need to see. Let's see. Ornstein will probably know. He's connected to Arsenal, right? Madueke. Latest. No deal yet, okay. So, is it confirmed or is it not? Okay, this is dead news. Anyhow, back to less dead news. Jack Grealish. Well, Aston Villa is not Saudi Arabia, and I mean, think, why would Aston Villa need Jack Grealish back? I mean, let's go to Aston Villa's squad right now. Like, Aston Villa, they've got Tielemans. How old is Tielemans? 28? Tielemans age. He's 28. They've got Tielemans in their midfield. Den Donker. I don't rate Den Donker, but they've got him. They've got Kamara. They've got Onana. So, they're not gonna play ahead of Onana or Kamara as a 6. They've also got this guy, who was actually very decent for Valencia. Keep an eye out for this guy. He's a baller. I don't even know who this guy is. They've got Tielemans, they've got McGinn. 2 really good central midfielders. They've got Barkley. Left wing, they've got Jacob Ramsey and Morgan Rogers. Rogers plays more left wing than he plays midfield, really. In the 10th, they've got also Rogers, I suppose. I think Junior. Is he the guy that played in the under-21 Euros? I think he's the guy that played in the under-21 Euros. 1 second. Yeah, this stream has been completely sidetracked, by the way. My apologies. Let's see here. Currency. Why does Transmart take so long to load? I'll swear it down. These Transmart servers are fucking potato, bruv. I mean, yeah, it's literally here. Literally here as well. It's a guy that played left back, right? He played left back in that Euro. Let's see. He played left back in Championship as well. Yeah. I knew he played left back here as well. He came on as a left back and then shifted as into a left wing later. Came off the bench for to play left back initially. Yeah. Elling Jr. Yeah, he came on, played left wing, and then he shifted on to left back when they went into a back 5. That's how it went. Because they took Scott off for centre back. Yeah, they took Scott off for this guy. And Hinselwood went into midfield, and then Elling Jr. went into left back. Hey, they've got a very versatile player there than Elling Jr. I did not know he was an Aston Villa player. He's okay. He's not bad. He's okay. Yeah. If you look at this squad, why would Aston Villa need Jack Grealish back? Especially on these wages. I mean, can I see his wages as Aston Villa? See, wow, I have to pay? Fuck you. But, look at the difference. Look at the absolute state of these wages. His wages more than doubled. Aston Villa is not taking him back. Like, listen. Aston Villa is not taking him back. Wages are too much. The level is not high enough. Henderson is gonna leave Ajax. Where is he going? Where is Henderson? Yeah. That's sad for the Grealish. We have to sell him. But to conclude here the stream, Grealish has to go. Don't dig at him, yeah? Grealish just isn't that level. I think he will be a very solid player elsewhere. But the problem is selling him. Everybody knows his wages, and even if he will be a solid player somewhere else, I don't know if you can justify the wages with this guy. If he takes a wage cut, chill. But what's way more likely is that he goes to Saudi Arabia and takes this massive deal for him, because it is a massive deal for Grealish. That's way more likely. So, big up to Jack, yeah? I hope this man goes to Saudi Arabia. Good place to live, yeah? Because people do this, yeah? Oh, Saudi is a shithole. No, it isn't. You've never been there. Let's be honest. These places, they're developing. This is a good place to live right now. Saudi Arabia is becoming, like, way more liberal in recent years. Women are allowed to go to school now in Saudi Arabia. There you go. It's way more liberal than Iran. This place, yeah, football is important as well in a country like this. Because football has an effect of making these places more liberal. You go look at South Africa. South Africa became way more liberal, became way more equal because of the 2010 World Cup. Because there was so much protest about that World Cup being in South Africa, that South African laws were changed to make people happy with the World Cup being there. So people are like, oh, there's sports watching this country. It's the other way around. Sports can make these countries a better place, yeah? So Grealish, he'll have a good place to live. He can be part of something greater. Exaggerating, by the way, I know. But he can have great wages, and he'll be finally off our book. So, sell this guy. Even if the offer is like £10 million, I would sell him. Although, then again, Hugo Viana, he does his job, he does it very well. Like, he got $5 million for Kyle Walker. I mean, that's a scam. He's gaslighting these, yeah, to take $5 million for Kyle Walker. So he can get a deal over the line. I think that much can be said. Anyhow, Jack Grealish looks like he'll be going. We don't need to worry about him anymore. Livramento news, it's fucking dead. Like, pretty much everything we already know, plus incorrect claims about what the asking price is. So that Livramento news, that's dead. I don't think it's happening anymore. That's it for me. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll leave it there. Chat was a bit inactive again today. I guess I need to host these streams at a different time. Okay. Big up Alf. Every time. Hope you're good. Big up to Godfrey. Big up to Godfrey. How are you? Well, I'm asking that, but I'm about to close off, so not really a great question when you're about to end the stream, but big up to Godfrey. Big up to everyone in here. Like and subscribe, and I'll leave it there. And big up to Jack Grealish. Maybe he can quit drinking alcohol once he's in Saudi Arabia. We can help Grealish quit his alcohol addiction, guys. For the greater good, let's take a hit on our PSR situation. Get Jack Grealish, Saudi. Let him get rich. And let him be cured of his alcoholism. There you go. I'll see you guys on the next one.